Hey Virgo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't, as with every experience we have in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline here, check your other major placements. So, we're going to start with the Oracle Mystical Moments deck for an intuitive vibe of where we're going today. What do we have for our dear and lovely Virgos? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I like these two, but I don't like these two together. This is one of my favorite cards. This is a union of equals. So we have, I think, did you get this last week too? This is Mermaid's Love, and this is sort of a union of equals. So it could be two different people. It could be jobs where, you know, it's a spreadsheet business and you're bringing in the colors and the what do you call those? Colored pencils. Or it could be, you know, a colored pencil business and you're bringing in the spreadsheets. Or it could be, so it could be two people, or it could be two parts of yourself that need to come in equal measure. So we have Mr. Spreadsheet here. He's all about ideas, very intellectual, very smart, very thoughtful, organized, and logical. Really loves logic, really loves ideas. Comes from the air, the land of ideas and the land of logic. Loves it, doesn't need to trade, isn't going to go swimming. He's might have a penguin moment or a kingfisher. He's a kingfisher. Actually, I think the feathers indicate that he's a kingfisher. So he can dive into the water and spend some time there, but most of the time he's up in the air. That's his world, and he's happy with it. And this is the mermaid. She is, and of course, if we're talking about two people in your life, they are just two people. Gender isn't the most crucial part of this, or anything. So this is she's of the water. She's of intuition and feeling and emotion. She's a little bit messy, a little bit artistic. I mean, these are both little archetype, stereotype things, but she's from the water. Maybe she, you know, we have some flying fish. She might come out, fly in the air, get in the air sometimes. And then together they remind me of a beach with the air and the sea right here, the beach horizon on the ocean here. So they, the beautiful part about this partnership is that they're equals. They come together as equals. They're happy with the world they come from, and they're happy and confident in who they are. They're not looking to the other person to complete them or to bring in something to their life that they lack. They're not coming from a point of lack. They're coming from a point of fulfillment. And from that point of fulfillment, they come together and create a lovely little dynamic duo, power couple, a great team. But the team only is, it's a team of confidence. It's not, sometimes, you know, opposites attract, and that's typically true, but it doesn't turn out very well if the opposites are like, oh, I lack, can you bring this thing to me, I can't do. I mean, we do want to work together as a team, but we also need to be confident in our own gifts and the world we come from, and that we are okay, and what we bring is to the equation is okay. This is the one I don't like. This is Stranded. This card is about, there was a huge flood. There was a huge flood, and there's an immature energy here, young, didn't have more enthusiasm than wits. In some ways, it's almost this. It's like this intuitive thing, but was lacking this. And here I said these people aren't lacking anything. But as a team, if you'd had a T cross or I daughter in here, they would have done more research on sailing. So he wanted to be a captain of a ship, got on the ship, maybe a flood of emotions, because this is a combination of the water and the air. So maybe we had a flood of emotions and it got us into like a little sticky situation, and now we're up in the air and we don't know how to get down, and we're not sure how to get down. And how did we even get up here? Seems like maybe there was some emotional immaturity where we were all gung-ho about something and now we're not anymore. And that gung-ho was the flood coming in, and then the flood receded And now what are we going to do? Now we're stuck here. And I like this because in the clouds we see sort of this rainbow eye of God, and so it reminds me of Noah and sort of the promises that this isn't, that this was kind of a one-time thing. And that I feel that this is more like the divine sees you and sees the situation that you're in. You got a lot to learn here. You are going to learn, and you're never going to forget. And you may never sail again, or you may go back and understand. It's like when you take a test. If you didn't study for the test, you get all these things wrong, and you see that, and then you see what you need to know. And so when you retake the test, you've actually been able to figure out what to study and what you need to know. So this is a little bit of this, like, test run did not go well, but now knows exactly what he needs to study and figure out. A little bit stuck somewhere, stranded, no idea how to get out of the situation that you're in right now, but I think that help is on the way, and I think that's what this divine sort of eye in the clouds is saying, is that the divine sees you and the divine would like to help you out. So we're going to move on to the body of the reading with Ethereal Visions. And I've already shuffled these, but... Okay, Virgo, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, the environment, the to-do list, and your possible outcome. Okay. In your past, you had a tower moment, big, sudden change, rocked your world. Something came in and really rocked it. And maybe some masks, it unmasked something, some sort of truth came in. So normally we're seeing a sword for our truth energy coming in, piercing into the situation. This is like a massive amount of truth. This is like just hitting that tower that you'd built up, this whole sort of thing you'd built up, and just throwing you off of it. But it wasn't really yours. That's what the mask is about. The mask is about it not being, it was meant to be, you were meant to have a tower moment. And I believe that with most tower moments, they come in, and, well, with most moments, and it's meant to happen, and it's meant to happen in that timing. So this is divine timing. Again, we have this eye of God. The spirit watching over this, seeing it, understanding it, knowing more than you do at the time. And it's sort of deposing a king, or it's deposing some sort of design on your life, some sort of thing that you'd built up. This is almost like the Tower of Babel. Man, I'm doing a lot of biblical references today. Yeah, can you tell I grew up that way? So this is like this Tower of Babel, this thing that got built up and wasn't meant to last. It wasn't built to last, and this divine energy comes in and just smashes it to smithereens, throws you off your game, throws you out of your life and what you'd built up and what you thought was yours. So that's our tower moment, and you have one of those in your recent past that we're talking about here. In your present situation, you are the wounded warrior. You are, well, look, you fell out of this tower. You got a little head wound, but you still got to stand up. You got to fight for yourself. You've got to stand up for what you believe in. You've got to keep going, even though you're tired, you're wounded. You're still going to keep going, and that's where you're at right now. You would certainly love to take a little nap, go to, take a little nap. Go to the hospital, get discharged from the army. You don't want to be here anymore, but you have to be. You're still fighting. And this is admirable. I mean, we all have these moments where we have to keep going, even though we would really like to stop, and we're really done. And but life just keeps going, and we have to keep fighting, keep standing up for what we believe in, keep going. And then in your inner landscape, in your hopes and fears, this is a hope you have, the Ace of Cups. You're hoping for a brand new emotional beginning, something new, a new love to come in, a new start of some sort in emotion, a reset in a way. I mean, if you're feeling like this, you'd really like this. Oh, I feel like these are the same. Oh my gosh, look at this. We've got this tower moment followed by this wounded warrior. Here we had some sort of tower moment, got you up in this tree, some sort of big flood, big flash came in, got you up in this tree, and now here you are, your ego's bruised and wounded, and you are a wounded warrior right here. So we've got some nice repetition there. So you're hoping for this new emotional beginning. We've got a mermaid here, and we've got the cups, which is water, which is emotion and feeling. So we've got that. And that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a new emotional beginning, a new relationship, a new love, a new friendship, something like that. And then what's at issue here is the Hanged Man. So pretty much we take these in reverse, but they're pretty much the same in reverse and upright with the Hanged Man. But this is probably like way too long. You've been hanging out way too long. So normally, you know, you're freeing yourself. You're ripening here. You're like a little fruit on the vine here. And you're ripening, and you're getting ready, and you're preparing, and you're basically freeing yourself. But you haven't been, this is in the upright here, you haven't been freeing yourself. You're just hanging out. You were supposed to be freeing yourself, but maybe you just were like too fucking tired, and you're like, I don't want to undo this knot. I don't feel like I'm doing this knot. So that's what's at issue, and that's probably what's preventing this thing from coming in, is you're not freeing yourself. But how can you? I don't think that you can see a way to free yourself. I think that's what's going on here. But it's going on too long. This, like, you were supposed to hang out till you were ripe, and now you've been hanging out, and now you're rotting on the vine, and the whole thing is, I don't know, you don't know what to do now, right? So you're kind of trying to you started out here trying to untie yourself, but it looks like it's just not moving forward, and you're not figuring it out. Either you can't untie this knot, or you gave up on trying to tie the knot because you were too much of a wounded warrior here, and you're a little stranded. This is exactly this card, is being stranded here. And here you are, you're just stuck, and we're taking it in a reversal, which is way stuck. And it's not just that something has to change inside. It's that the fruit riped and didn't get picked and is now beyond it's expiring. So what's at issue is sort of this expiring energy. Then in your environment, we have this Empress. We have someone in your environment who is nurturing, or some sort of vibe in your environment. Nurturing, confident, has everything she needs. Probably maybe a single vibe here, and this is either somebody or some vibe in your environment where they're happy with who they are. They have a lot of control and say over their lives. They pour from a full cup. They bring their best into things, and they just have a lot of self-confidence. They're very happy with where they're at in life right now, and this is sort of the earth goddess energy. So that's in your environment. Your to-do list, the energy you need to come into is this King of Pentacles. This is like about financial stability, career stability, some sort of stability. You do have your wand here, so it's not like it's completely dry. It's like there is some intuition going on here, but this is like a king energy, king of physicality, king of maybe a little bit of stubborn energy you need to come into. Although maybe in order to like keep fighting this good fight, in order to like actually start freeing yourself here, in order to get out of this, what are you going to need? You're going to need some super hard-headed, focused, stubborn energy. You know, this is the earth energy, so in a way this is a bit of the Virgo. What Virgo's known for is that grounded, earthy energy, that career focus, that health focus and organization, and all of that. You're going to need to come into, I think, your own energy, your own groundedness, a focus on harvesting what's yours. And then a possible outcome here. Oh, look at those. We've got these two sweethearts here. A possible outcome here is this Queen of Cups. You're longing for this Ace of Cups. Here's this Queen of Cups right here. And then again, gender doesn't matter here. So this emotional giving, this pouring actually from a full cup, and that not only is her cup full, there's still more besides. So it's a love offering. That's a possible outcome here. But you need to get more stable, I guess I want to say, stable, grounded, secure in some way, either emotionally or physically. You're going to need to feel a little bit more secure, because we're talking about this, and both of these are very secure people. And so here's your possible outcome. You have this Queen of Cups here, and a beautiful love offering, an emotional connection with a lot of depth, a lot of, love. It's like the love part of the Empress here comes in, because the Empress is all four queens together. So the Queen of Cups can come in here, but you got to find your stability and your groundedness. I mean, this would be very ungrounding right here. That's the very definition of this, is ungrounding. This is an earthquake coming into your life here and shaking things up. But I think you need to rethrone yourself, reground yourself, and then you have a possibility of this beautiful, loving offering coming in here. But, you got this hanging out. I don't know that you know how to get out of it. This is just grounding yourself, becoming more secure, becoming more grounded, becoming more organized, more secure. I mean, this guy is so secure, and he has what he needs, and he's earned it, and he's worked for it. So that's where you need to go. All right, Virgo, I hope that was helpful for you. I sure do enjoy your likes, comments, and subscribes. They are very encouraging for me, and they also help raise the visibility of the channel and help other people find these messages, which are hopefully useful. So I hope you have a wonderful week.